You think you know your iPad? Wait till you realize it's secretly downloading apps, wasting space, and throwing pop-ups like it's 2010. 1. Automatic app downloads. Every time you download an app on your iPhone, your iPad's over here like, sure, I'll take one too. And boom, your storage is toast. Go to Settings, scroll to Apps, tap App Store, under Automatic Downloads, switch App Downloads to Off. Now your iPad will stop copying everything like an annoying little sibling. 2. App updates and in-app content. You know what's worse than a buggy app? A buggy app that won't update until you open it. Fix it, go to Settings, scroll to Apps, and tap App Store, and toggle on automatic updates and in-app content. Now your apps won't act like confused time travelers every time you launch them. 3. In-app ratings and reviews. Nothing screams, kill the vibe, like a sudden pop-up asking, would you rate us 5 stars? Mid-Netflix binge. Open Settings, scroll to Apps, App Store, and toggle off in-app ratings and reviews. Now you rate on your time, not theirs. 4. Safari tab bar view. The default Safari layout? It's like juggling flaming torches with your pinkies. Settings, scroll to Apps, Safari, choose Compact tab bar. Feels like a browser made for humans, not hoverboards. 5. Display zoom. Bigger isn't always better, especially if you want more real estate for multitasking. Go to Settings, Display and Brightness, tap Display Zoom, now set to more space and fit more content on screen without squinting like a 90s detective. 6. Large app icons. Want a bold, big look? Go cinematic with large icons. Simply head over to Settings, Home Screen, and App Library, and toggle on Use Large App Icons. Great for accessibility, or if you just want that, wow, this looks clean vibe. Optional, but pretty satisfying. 7. Customize the dock. Go to Settings, tap Home Screen, and Multitasking optional but powerful. Show App Library and Dock. On if you want instant access. Show suggested and recent apps in dock. Off if you hate random app suggestions photobombing your dock. 8. Resize the Keyboard. This one's fun and gesture-based. Pinch in to turn the full keyboard into a tiny floating one. Pinch out to bring it back to full size. 9. Multitasking and Gestures. Don't let your iPad run like a giant iPod. Go to Settings and tap Multitasking and Gestures. Enable these multitasking beasts. Split view, run 2 apps side by side. Slide over, keep an app floating for quick reference. 3-finger swipe, undo, redo, or copy like a wizard. Gesture switch. Swipe left or right to jump between apps. 10th Stage Manager. Enable the Stage Manager, Settings, Multitasking and Gestures, and select Stage Manager to transform your iPad into a more familiar Mac-like interface. This option allows you to organize your open applications in resizable windows, giving you greater control over your multitasking experience. 11th, battery percentage. Activate the battery percentage by heading over to Settings, tap Battery, and turn on Battery Percentage setting to eliminate the guesswork when it comes to your device's power level. Once enabled, you'll have a precise number displayed next to the battery icon, allowing you to plan your usage more effectively and avoid sudden shutdowns. 12th, low power mode shortcut. Add low power mode to your control center. Swipe down Control Center, tap plus in top left, and tap on Add a Control. Now add low power mode. With just a swipe, you can activate this mode, which conserves battery life by reducing background activity, visual effects, and other non-essential functions. 13th, True Tone Display. Adjust the True Tone feature to enhance your visual experience based on the lighting conditions around you. Settings, Display and Brightness, toggle on/off True Tone. When turned on, the iPad automatically adapts the colors on the display to match the ambient light, resulting in a more natural viewing experience. If you prefer accuracy and color representation for tasks like photo editing, toggle it off to maintain a consistent color profile. 14th, Night Shift. Take advantage of the Night Shift feature by scheduling it to automatically shift your display colors to warmer tones during the evening hours. To do this, go to Settings, display, and brightness, and select night shift. This reduces blue light exposure, which has been shown to interfere with sleep patterns. 15. Reduce motion. Utilize the Reduce Motion option from Settings, Accessibility, Tap Motion, and toggle on Reduce Motion to minimize unnecessary animations and visual effects within the user interface. This setting can help your iPad feel faster and more responsive, akin to placing it on a performance diet. 16th Hearing. Live Listen. By adding the hearing control to your control center, you gain the ability to use your AirPods as makeshift hearing aids with the Live Listen feature. This tool amplifies sounds in your immediate environment, providing helpful audio clarity directly through your headphones. Perfect for conversations in noisy settings, this can enhance your listening experience discreetly. 17. Focus modes. Take charge of your environment and minimize distractions with the focus feature in Settings. You can create custom modes such as Do Not Disturb, Sleep, or Work, which silence notifications and silence calls when activated. You also have the option to automate these modes based on your location, time of day, or specific apps, allowing for a tailored concentration experience. 18th Notifications Preview. In Settings, Notifications, tap Show Previews and set to when unlocked or never. Protect your privacy by adjusting the preview settings for notifications. By selecting When Unlocked or Never, you can prevent sensitive information from appearing on your lock screen. 19th App Privacy Report. Stay informed about your app's privacy behaviors by checking the App Privacy Report. Go to Settings, Privacy and Security, and tap App Privacy Report. This feature gives you insights into how often apps access sensitive information, such as your camera, microphone, or location. 20. Location Services. Navigate to Settings, Privacy and Security, and Location Services. It's important to manage which apps have access to your location. Change the permissions for apps to either While Using, meaning they can only track your location when you're actively using them, or Never, to enhance your privacy and prevent unnecessary tracking of your movements. 21st Background App. Refresh. Go to Settings, General, and tap Background App Refresh. To conserve data usage and extend your device's battery life, set Background App Refresh to Wi-Fi only or turn it off completely. This will prevent apps from automatically updating in the background when you're not using them, thereby saving both data and battery life. 22. Limit ad tracking. Head to Settings, Privacy and Security, and select Apple Advertising. If you prefer not to receive targeted ads based on your usage patterns, toggle the Personalized Ads setting to off. This choice reduces the amount of data shared with Apple and enhances your overall privacy. 23rd, Keyboard Shortcuts. Go to Settings General, tap Keyboard, and select Text Replacement. Here, you can make your messaging faster by creating customized shortcuts. For instance, you can set BRB to automatically expand to Be Right Back or YT to insert a link to YouTube. This feature helps you type less and communicate more efficiently. 24. The Handoff. To enable a seamless experience across your Apple devices, go to Settings, General, AirPlay and Continuity, and Handoff and toggle it on. This lets you start browsing on your iPhone and pick it up instantly on your iPad without losing your place, making multitasking feel effortless. 25th Universal Clipboard. You don't need to adjust any specific settings. Just ensure you're signed into the same Apple ID and that Wi-Fi and Bluetooth are enabled on both devices. This allows you to copy text or images on your iPhone and paste them directly onto your iPad, creating a smooth and efficient workflow across devices. 26. AirDrop Settings. Go to Settings, General, and tap AirDrop. Adjust your AirDrop settings to either Contacts Only or Everyone for 10 minutes. This change helps prevent unsolicited AirDrops from strangers, whether you're on the subway or in a crowded space, providing an added layer of security for your device interaction. If your iPad feels brand new now, it's because it kind of is. Hit that like button if you learned something new, and subscribe for more tech tips with AirDrop.